for the kisses. Okay, well, we're wrapping up another week at the Puppy Palace. I have with me Cheryl-Crow, and we're going to go over some of the behaviors Cheryl-Crow has learned this week. Jumping is still an issue. Why are you still jumping? Right? Why are you still jumping? But we're going to extinguish that right now. Yeah, right. So she knows what to do. She knows that when she jumps up, she does not get reinforced because we don't reinforce jumping, but we do reinforce 4 on the floor. Seems to be a reflection from the window, but hope you can still see. So when you get Cheryl-Crow home, it's very important that when she comes up to you that you just reinforce that 4 on the floor. Thank you for not jumping up on me, and then reinforcing. We want to try to anticipate the jumping, meaning we want to reinforce the 4 on the floor before she actually does jump up. So right there she jumped up, cued off, and then we reinforce, okay? But we can anticipate the jumping. I'm gonna try to get her to do that exact same behavior. And she comes to me, and before she jumps up, wait, thank you, and we reinforce. So she learns that she is most likely to get a treat or to get affection. Oh, that was a little mini jump. To get a reinforcement when she's has 4 paws on the ground rather than boom, boom, boom jumping up at me. So we've already seen. Here we go. Here. Sit. You can already see that the jumping has decreased. Jumping is also another wonderful indicator of your dog's energy level. So of course, when does your dog jump up the most? When you get home, because your dog's probably been alone and they're excited to see you. So of course they're going to jump up because of that excitement. So if your dog does become jumpy and is usually not, it's probably a sign that that your dog is a little bit over aroused, a little bit too excited. Scratch, 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 scratch. She's doing a little scratch maneuver. So what I would encourage you to do is that when you come into the door, don't just kind of walk through past the door outside of that trigger zone near the door, and then get your dog to sit and then settle down, wait till they're down, and calm them down a bit. Can you settle? So we're going to calm her down a little bit before we get started. We've been struggling with this settle all week, and it's not something I'm too worried about, because the issue we're having with her settle is that she doesn't like this cold tile. We've been able to get her to settle in other areas of the Puppy Palace, but she really does not like this cold tile. So I'm gonna get her to calm down. We want to just count to 10 without giving her any sort of treat. And if she stays there, we know that we're in a good spot to begin. So 1, alligator 2, alligator 3, alligator 4, alligator 5, alligator 6, alligator 7, alligator 8, alligator 9, alligator 10, alligator. Did I get that right? My counting isn't the best. Yes, you did good. Okay, so I think we're about ready to get started. Hopefully we're going to see the jumping cease, and we'll begin with, what do I begin with? How about recall? So to get your dog to come to you, to get Cheryl-Crow to come to you, all I need you to do, sit at home, is practice this. Here, wait till she gets to the side. Thank you, cue, thank you. Now she's still as though hesitant to stay by my side in this room, but it's okay. Oops. Oops is the cue we use when she does a behavior we're not looking for. In this case, it's not staying by my side. Thank you. Thank you. Oops. Thank you. And I'm just kind of swinging my hand to her left side, right? And that will push her butt, her hind side, towards me, and that's what we want, right? There we go. Thank you. And heeling. Heeling is when we get our dog to walk nicely by our side. That is the same cue here. So as I mentioned in previous videos, here is the recall to get your dog to come to you and to stay by you. Here, I like to double tap just to keep their attention. And then stop on your left foot, stay. Not bad, not bad. Stay. And when you cue stay, you always want to step off on your right foot. Here. Thank you. Stay. Thank you. And then to heel. Here. I'm going to walk around a little bit. Here. Quick. Oops. Here. Here. Patient with her. She's still learning. Stay. Thank you. And reinforce. Stay. Thank you. The whole idea here with Cheryl-Crow is that we need to calm her down. She gets she goes over the threshold quite easily. So what we need to do is we just need to be calm around her and make sure that we're calm. Remember, if she doesn't do a behavior we're looking for, we want to reset ourselves by taking a deep breath. And then resetting our dog by saying oops. And then and then cueing the behavior that we're looking for. So here, good job. And just go slow. Thank you. Here. Oops. Leave it. Thank you. Reinforce once you get the eye contact. Leave it. Oops. Leave it. Thank you. Trying to get some crumbs off the ground. Stay. Good job. Here. Oops. Here. Thank you. And reinforce with a treat. So, we have leave it, oops, leave it. Now she got the treat before I was able to stop it, but it's okay. It's just a little bit of a treat. I call those freebies. The treats on the ground are freebies, right? Those are just freebies. So we're going to go over these cues again. Stay. Here. Be patient with the here. She's got to process that, but she'll work her way. Yeah, cool. You're going to go around this way. Awesome. Thank you. Mark with the thank you and reinforce with the treat. And then heel. The cue is here. Again, we want her just to stay here by my side. Double tap. Here. Oops. Here. You're silly. Now, she's kind of stuck in that stay position. She's this is not necessarily a bad thing. She's just not sure when she's supposed to leave that stay. So if I release her by saying free, swipe that hand, right, without that treat. Let's see if she now will heel with me. Yep, there we go. Oops, free, here. We've been working on that release, here. Come on, oops, free, here. Thank you. We've been working on that release cue all week, and it's very important that that you practice the release cue. Now we're going to try for that settle. Here. Oops. Good job, good job, good job. Stay. Good. Settle. Settle. You can just see the wheels moving in her head. She's like, what is it he wants from me again? I know I've been doing this over and over all week. So she broke it wasn't really a stay, but she didn't do the settle. Reset ourselves, reset our dog. Oops, settle. Almost. Thank you. There we go. And then we're going to reinforce, and we're going to give her lots of praise for that one. Try to get her into that. There we go, into that settle position. And thank you so much for going down the settle. I'm gonna do stay. Good job. Oops. Stay. I don't mind that she got up as long as she stays. And here, a goop ball. Leave it. Leave it. Oops. Thank you. Reinforce the leave it. There's little I should have swept the floor before I started this session, but it's okay. So there's tons of little tiny treats on the floor that she's, I mean like a lot of little treats on the floor. I'm surprised I have her attention at all with all the good stuff on the floor right now. But it's a good opportunity to practice leave it. Okay, let's talk instead about secondary reinforcers. Cheryl-Crow loves the tennis ball, and we can use this to train. And stay. Good, thank you. And then, good job, stay. Thank you. There we are. I'm gonna see if she'll settle. I doubt she'll settle with the tennis ball. Can I have that? Thank you. Good job. Settle. Oops, settle. She's goofy. Settle. Thank you. And she did that with the tennis ball. And she's much more responsive to this tennis ball. So we want to use these secondary reinforcers like a tennis ball or a frisbee, a rope. We want to use them to continue the education process with our dog. So instead of just tossing the ball for your dog, have them do something like a simple stay or a sit or a settle or something fun like here, quick here, quick here, through, quick, right, stay. And then thank you, and then release. Good catch. Nice job. Okay, treats. This dog is very treat motivated. I have been using Dr. Marty's, which I've mentioned in the past. It's it's really a food, but an excellent treat in moderation. Touch. She loves Dr. Marty's. I also have my usual suspects, Ziwi, Ziwi, which is excellent. It's that small little treat. Yep, right there. This is great because you can keep one of these in your pocket. Yeah, and it'll last all day. Then also, these chew sticks are great too because you can break them up into tiny pieces. Okay. You did an excellent job.